All right, it's getting pretty close to that time for the ragchew net here on 70 centimeters. It's been scanning around a little bit today. Mostly I've been playing with receiving aircraft and railroad. Picked up a couple of Part 90 radios there. Bottom right hand side of the screen there. So scan the bands a little bit. Bit of 2 meters, 70 centimeters, GMRS, whatnot. Just hearing what I can. It's a little active tonight, but we're going to wait for the net to start. As you can probably tell, I moved the Motorola Spectra out of its cubby hole and replaced it with other smaller items. I've got 2 amplified speakers there, anticipating the arrival of another Radio Shack Pro 2036 that will stack on top of this one and replace that 2001 and tether into the other speaker back there in the cubby. There's 2 amplified speakers, and that's just all temporary setup. Moving about this and that. I put the Spectra back over here on this desk, and that's kind of a temporary spot, but it's closer, and I don't have to stretch the microphone so far, and potentially yanking that radio off its power supply back, and it's just standing there on some rubber feet, I think. But it's good enough. Doesn't hurt to change a little bit. Try to make more room for things and improve the projects and reception and whatnot. So we'll see what happens here in the shack, and hopefully this net will start soon. I'm going to go refill my cup of coffee, so just sit back and relax and listen to what goes on. I'm sure Rob will start the net any moment now. It's just a few minutes before 7 o'clock. If I disappear for a while, it means I ran into something else to do while I'm going to fill this cup of coffee here. So don't panic. Just listen. It might be quiet for a few minutes, but at any moment it should start.
One after Victor.
This is KO4UOR, call the Richmond Amateur Telecommunications Society net. Calling the Wednesday night Rats net. Welcome everyone back to the Rats net, which we do Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on 442.550 repeater, which uses a positive offset and 74.4 PL tone. My name is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, and my call sign is Kilo Bravo 2. Oscar Yankee India, KB2OYI, and I'll be your next show operator for this evening's event. But before we get started, is there any station on frequency having any emergency or priority traffic? If so, please call now. Anytime anyone does have any emergency traffic, just please call break and that will yield clear traffic. Once again, we meet here every Wednesday night and encourage check-ins regardless of your location, affiliation, or license class. Free license is always invited to participate, and the purpose of this event is general fellowship within the local amateur radio community, bring awareness to any radio events happening in the area, as well as any RAS-specific items. Should you have any questions related to ham radio, you can ask them, join your comments, and perhaps someone on the net knows the answer, or you can email helpdesk@rats.net, and your message will be sent to the Rats Elmers group, which will respond and give you a hand. You do not need to be a member of Rats News and Service. Once again, that email address is helpdesk@rats.net. Alright, I guess it's never too early to send out your letters to the North Pole. Tell Santa wants to mention anything on their wish list. We're already into November, and those letters need to get delivered to the North Pole as soon as possible. So all the little elves in the North Pole can get to work. So if there's anything you want Santa Claus to bring you this year, let us know about it. Give your call sign a first name. Slowly phonetically helps me out even more. Please say if you have any announcements of traffic for the next. We handle the traffic first and informal comments after that. Let's start filling up this list. Let's get the mobile portable stations on here first. Mobile portable stations, wishing to check in, please call out. Kilo Delta 4, India, Romeo, Bravo. Mike, Japan, over, no traffic. This is Kilowatt Charlie 4, Kilowatt Midwest.
Sounds like I'm gonna have a hard time hearing this thing tonight.
Alright, now recognized RB and YBK. Please stand by. Let's go ahead and expand the list of all check-ins. All check-ins wishing to join the net. Please call now.
Figured as much. Helicopter traffic. Turn the scan off that thing so I can listen to the net.
Kilo Oscar 4, Uniform, Oscar Romeo, Scott.
Don't judge.
Like that once departed BCU.
Okay, Judge.
Headed over to Hanover, 1100 feet for traffic.
That's what I want to hear. You can tell I like a little marshmallow in my coffee sometimes.
Kilo 4, Bravo, Whiskey Delta. Bob the mechanic. Kilo 4, Bravo, Whiskey Delta.
Hi, Bob.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Alpha Delta, Randy in Western and Waco.
I wish you could smell the amount of bleach wipes I use in here to wipe these desktop down. It's strong, but it's clean.
AI4, you broke up right at that suffix, and for some reason I can't remember what it is. I know it's you, Keith, so if you're on the list, stand by. DW Bob and KAD. So let's go start the top. Let's work through most of you guys, and then we'll do another call for additional check-in. So if you get those standby, we'll get you after several comments. KO4UOR, Mike, you're starting us off. Go ahead. This is KO4UOR. Good evening, Brad. Good evening, everybody on the net. See, I don't get any rain, but that's okay. I don't really get too much. We had that bunch at Nemo with the local group. It was very nice. And I am planning to work on my power supply. The small power supply decided not to work anymore, so tomorrow that's my project. To take them apart to see what's going on. But for Christmas wish list, I have so many radios and so many electronic stuff in here. I don't really need anything other than peace and quiet. KO4UOR. Well, peace and quiet is just what the doctor ordered. Can't argue with that, Mike. Yeah, I don't think I need or really want anything. I think I've gone a couple of years in a row now with no radio stuff under the tree. So that's a pretty good streak I got going there.
Why wait?
So I might as well try to keep it going. I don't really need anything. So as long as everything keeps working and don't blows up between now and December, I think I may be ham radio gear-free Christmas morning. but you never know. You never know. Good to hear you as always, Mike. Let's clear with you. It's good to good to have you joining us this evening. Your comments on the net, guys.
That's why you buy them throughout the year used.
This is case 4-1 down bond here. Go back to the Tom Jordan is that on this frequency. They're pretty close to here, running about a half a watt. And I don't know, are you allowed to talk about amateur radio equipment that you want to get rid of on this net?
Sure.
Sure. If there's something out there you have available and someone out there
Wants to pay for it?
is looking for that or wants to either QSY with you or stick around the end of the net to discuss it, by all means, go ahead. Let everybody know what it is you might be coming to.
I like to wait till they basically throw it away.
Well, it's UHF, antenna, and all it needs is a connector clamped on the end, a UHF connector female. But that's came off. So if anybody has that ability to do that, this would be a great antenna because I'm letting it go for like, I don't know, everybody did it for $25.
Ouch!
And it's good for a HOA neighborhood. And it's a beautiful round antenna. They're still seldom in making them. They're still in Chicago. It costs a little bit of money. All right, thank you for letting me state that. I hope everybody on the net has a good evening. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Doug, Delta Oscar, and Will Cole. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
I mean, it goes without saying, if you're buying it used, it costs a little bit of money.
If anyone's interested in Doug's antenna, handle there is Doug. KO4UOR is call sign. He's on his repeater quite often. You're going to call out a lot. So mention maybe in your turn for comments. Maybe you guys could meet up at the conclusion of the net to discuss them too. Alright, next on the list is our buddy Scott KO4UOR. Scott, good to hear you, sir. What you got for us?
Tell us about your electric cars again.
Good evening, Rob, and everyone on the net. This is Scott, Western Henrico, KO4UOR. Well, let's see. I'm not sure if this really works. Santa has let me down quite a bit lately. And, but anyway, let me give it a try. I'm going to give him a list from which he can choose to give me one or none or all. So let's see, external speakers for 3 different radios, Anderson connectors, connectors that I use now. Let's see, directional antenna for 2 meters. Telescopic noise to replace the 2 trees that probably will be taken down this fall or winter.
I knew the trees would be on the list.
And let's see, what else? Oh, and a power meter for each of my 2 lithium-ion phosphate batteries. The traffic when I'm getting ready to do the recharge. And should also select something from that list to give to me that would be very surprised if any of my family gave me from the year before and the year before. Understood. Anyway, let me take a break and I'm going to make an announcement. And that announcement is that this Friday will be the first Friday of the month. So we will be doing an RV 146490. So this driver, 146490. Anybody that would like an email reminder can send me an email. KO4UOR at ARRL.net. Kilo Oscar 4 Uniform Oscar Romeo at ARRL.net. Or just visit RBOM Slack and go to the Swiftlet hashtag for information about the next to join our Zoom meeting. KO4UOR. 7-3, everyone. Got you net control.
On your simplex net there, so hoping for a good turnout as well. And I know I personally cannot help you out, or I was planning on helping you out with any of your equipment needs. Those are all a good little list you got there, and all stuff that you should be able to track down from Santa's workshop. But there's one thing that I know I will be gifting you this year is another year of quite frequent weekend USF. So, got from one of the usual stations that I end up definitely catching up with on most Saturdays and Sundays. And again, just to remind you that the repeaters are usually working 24/7, 365. So I'd love to hear you and have you join us, whoever that may be, one of our weekend USFs. Quick announcements. This is upcoming Saturday, I think it's today. The Hanover Radio Group, Radio Club, is doing a little Saturday afternoon kind of field day kind of thing. I think it's at Hanover Wayside Park from noon to 4. Some folks, I guess, are going to be hanging out, playing with radios. There may even be a mention of some hot dogs and hamburgers. So, go ahead and check out their website. I believe their website is hvarc.org, or just do a Google search Hanover, Virginia Area Radio Club, and all that information is there. So I'm planning on going up there to say hey for a bit. Love to see you. All right, next on the list we have AI4. Again, I didn't get the suffix, and I shouldn't know it, but I know it's Keith. So your comments for the next Keith, go ahead.
Tell you what, if you're hungry and they'll feed you, just show up.
Good evening, Rob. AI4. Spectrum analyzer. But that's all I have. 73 to everybody. AI4RS. Back to next. Well, those are both mighty fine things to have on your Christmas wish list for sure. Big fan of the auto tuners. Got a couple products from LDG in my shack, and I enjoy their products. All right, Keith, good to hear you as always. Thanks for joining us. Sorry if brain farted on your call time there. I'm onto a clean sheet of paper for tonight, so I flipped it over and it was all blank, but it has a call sign history to work up. But I got the name right, so we're getting there. All right, next on the list is K4W. Bob, you're coming to the next guy, sir. Good evening, everyone. This is K4UOR out of Connecticut, Bob. General comment, I hope everyone is having a great week. What I want for Christmas from Santa is more little peace and understanding around the world so that the bad news will stop. they stock power pole bag. You want to borrow it for Christmas. K4BWD back to net control.
I think that describes a lot of us. Old, fat, and gray-haired.
All right, Bob. Well, thank you for joining us there, and helping Scott out. It's always good when radio folks help one another, which we often do. And yeah, so the next call on my list, usually like pausing right when it's someone who kind of new to the net or whatever. But this guy, he'd understand being put on hold. So, Randy, I'm gonna put you on hold. And with that said, this is KP2OI with the Rat Set. If there's any additional check-ins wishing to join us, please call now. We'll get you on the list. Go ahead. KK4SHO, mobile in and out. Hello, Mike 4, Whiskey Sierra Alpha, Michael, mobile in Chesterfield, driving in and out.
Why not? Net control, this is Kilo 4 Alpha Romeo X-Ray. Will ya?
Alright, look at that. Got some new stuff there. We got Andrew, KK4SHO, and Michael, KM4WSA, mobile and out. We haven't had a mobile and out check-in in a while. And hello, stream. William, ARX, stand by.
Okay.
Write your calls on their way of my ARLing pen. Kind of died. Basically just scratched your name on my list, but I know
You know who I am.
Alright, let's go back to where we left off. Sorry to leave it in the deer stand, Randy. KO4KAD, your comments for the net. Go ahead, buddy.
That's probably the best place to be right now, is in the deer stand. On the net.
KB2OI, KO4KAD, don't worry,
I know, I got that in ago.
yeah, thanks for the plug on the Hanover Radio Club event Saturday. It's from 12 to 4 at Hanover Wayside Park. Don't have to be a member of the club to come out. Get some good food and play radio. As far as stand-up, honestly, right now I would just like for Santa to get my landlord to work. I don't know what's going on with my neck. But, yeah, don't really have any plans to get any new radio gear for Christmas, but that's always subject to change. So we'll just have to see what happens. Thanks for running it, Rob, and yeah, look forward to seeing you out there Saturday. And that's all I've got. I'll turn it back to net control. Hi, Randy. Good to hear you. Sorry you're having some link issues there. Well, Billy got the beard. Oh, Santa's Santa. So he's got the beard. Mr. David said he can get you down in there, but hopefully he'll figure it out because he's been doing Wayne Link a long time, so it must just be something setting or something. Again, this is all coming from a guy who knows nothing. But hopefully get that worked out, and looking forward to saying hey to you on Saturday for sure. All right, brings us to William K4. Welcome back to the Wednesday Night Net. Your comments, okay?
Whoops. KB2OYI, K4ARX. All right, thanks very much. Appreciate you welcoming me back into the net and the participation in doing such. Scott KO4UOR. If you're willing, I do have 2 speakers external. They are Heathkit HB2s. They're passively amplified, meaning they have an amplifier on the speakers, or a transformer rather, they passively amplify the audio. There's no external power needed. You just plug them in, and you can have them both for the price of free $99. That's it. All you gotta do is pick them up, and I will give them to you for your shack, and possibly connect with Phil, KF4ZTO. He might be able to help you with those power meters. Back to net control. This is K4ARX.
Hi, William. Thanks for putting that up out there. Hopefully Scott was able to pick that up. If not, you know as well as I do, he's not a hard guy to find on the air here. So, you were the bottom of the list. The bottom and the bottom.
The real challenge is, will he pick it up?
So let's do another
Will he
call-out,
pick it up?
Before we close down, see if there's any last minute stragglers to KV2. So that's that. If we're going to try before we close down, please call out.
I'm all for recycling and repurposing, but will he pick them up? I don't know. It's not what I'm looking for, even if it's for free.
All right, well, short and sweet. Ratchet Club, I think, has their board meeting tonight. For it might be, but either way, thank you all for joining us. Participation is always fun and great. And hope to chat with some of you over the weekend. Maybe see some of you over the weekend to Hanover thing. And hope everyone has a strong end to their week. Wish me luck as we try to finish repairing our dryer tomorrow after work. And yeah, that's about it. All right, everybody. KV2. All right. Say 7:30, and I'll be quick.
All right, that's it, folks. Maybe we'll stick around for a moment or two in case anybody else pops in. If not, we'll just end the video, and appreciate you getting this far. Things are going pretty good. I don't have any real complaints. Stuff comes and goes as needed, as being used. It's used stuff. I mean, what more do you want? You use it for a while, and then it goes away to somebody else that can use it. So if not, it's no big deal. I hear no response. So that probably means he's not interested. I'm not at all surprised. It's not new. I don't want it. I want it, but it just depends on who you are and how much you want to spend. Sometimes people are benevolent enough to donate things to you. So I guess so that it doesn't end up in the trash or the electronics recycling place. It's very nice to achieve those things, and sometimes you got to pay a little money for it. But the offer's there, and I guess if he doesn't take me up on the offer, it's up for grabs. No charge. All you got to do is pick it up. Shipping's okay. I don't normally do that. I usually take in by shipping. I don't send out, and it's just a cost factor. We all know how much it costs to ship things, and the farther it goes, the more it costs. So, or the chance you take of it actually making there, what are you going to do? Another one of those, you get what you pay for things, and sometimes you pay for it, and if it shows up, it's either fine, it's damaged, or it doesn't show up because it's missing. I mean, how many things have you tried to have shipped to your place and it didn't show up for whatever reason? I've had the experience, and I know people that have. Some things don't show up at all, and if they do, they show up damaged. If they weren't already damaged in the first place. But sometimes it takes a month or more. It should only take a week, but it takes a month or more. It'll take 7 days sometimes to receive something from the West Coast here on the East Coast. And that's just the nature of it. If it's ground shipping, it takes about 7 days. I guess the reasoning is trailers change drivers or tractors. Sometimes they sit in the yard for a day or two waiting for a driver to pick it up. I mean, what are you going to do? You paid for ground shipping? The shipping, not the time. So if you wanted it there faster, it'd go by airplane, right? Even faster than that, they could transmit it to you or transport it. Star Trek reference. Anyways, I'm going to leave it with that. Thanks for getting this far. My name's William, K4ARX. You're watching the American Radio X-Ray. Right here on YouTube. Tell your friends.